Have you ever noticed the smartest person in the room is usually the quietest one? They leave early, they avoid small talk, they prefer staying home instead of going out. And people often think they're arrogant, they're antisocial, or even lonely. But what if I told you they're not avoiding people, they're protecting something far more valuable, their mind? Because science shows the more intelligent you are, the more you tend to prefer being alone. And today, we're going to uncover why intelligent people secretly prefer solitude. And trust me, number 4 might completely change how you see yourself. In today's world, being social is often seen as success. More friends, more parties, more noise. But intelligent people often move in the opposite direction. They choose quiet, they choose solitude, they choose thinking over talking. And this isn't just personality, it's psychology. In fact, researchers from the London School of Economics found that more intelligent individuals tend to be less satisfied with frequent social interaction. Meaning, the smarter you are, the less you may need people around you. So let's dive into the real reasons why intelligent people prefer being alone. Here's something interesting. Average people speak to fill silence. Intelligent people use silence to think. Because intelligent minds are constantly analyzing. They replay conversations, they imagine possibilities, they question everything, and that requires mental space. Being around too many people creates noise, and noise blocks thinking. That's why intelligent people often withdraw, not because they don't like people, but because they love thinking, and thinking happens best in solitude. Intelligent people often struggle with small talk. How's the weather? What do you do? Nice party, right? These conversations feel empty because intelligent people crave meaning. They want to talk about ideas, psychology, life, success, human behavior. But those conversations are rare. So instead of forcing shallow interactions, they choose solitude because being alone is better than being surrounded by meaningless conversations. Intelligent people spend more time with themselves, and when you spend time alone, you learn things about yourself, your fears, your goals, your weaknesses, your thoughts. This creates self-awareness, and self-aware people become more selective about who they spend time with. They stop chasing crowds, they stop needing validation, they stop fearing loneliness, because they realize being alone isn't lonely, it's clarity. Here's something fascinating. Many intelligent people are also highly sensitive. They notice noise, energy, body language, tone of voice. They absorb everything. And being around too many people becomes mentally exhausting. It drains their energy. So they retreat, not because they dislike people, but because they need to recharge. Solitude becomes their reset button. Intelligent people often think long-term. While others seek entertainment, they seek growth. Reading, learning, building, creating. These activities require time alone. And they understand something powerful. Every hour spent in noise is an hour lost from growth. So they choose solitude, because solitude builds success. Many people fear being alone because they seek approval, likes, attention, recognition. But intelligent people find validation internally. They don't need crowds. They don't need constant interaction. They're comfortable in their own thoughts, and that makes solitude peaceful instead of painful. Intelligent people often act like observers. They watch how people behave, how people react, how people think, because observation builds understanding, and understanding builds intelligence. But observation happens best when you're quiet, which is why intelligent people prefer listening over talking.
Here's something important. Intelligent people don't hate people. They just prefer quality over quantity. One meaningful conversation over 10 shallow ones. One close friend over 100 acquaintances. 1 hour of thinking over hours of noise. Because they understand silence is powerful, and solitude is where intelligence grows. So if you enjoy being alone, if you think deeply, if you avoid crowds, if you prefer silence, you're not weird. You're not antisocial. You're not lonely. You might just have an intelligent mind. Because sometimes the loudest rooms have the quietest thinkers, and the smartest people don't need noise. They just need time alone. If you related to this video, you're not alone. In fact, you're probably part of a rare group, so comment below, solitude, if you enjoy being alone. And if you love psychology and human behavior, subscribe for more videos like this, because the next video might just reveal something about you never realized before.